Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. US President Joe Biden has said he thinks his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin will move in on Ukraine but does not want full-blown war.
We have no problem understanding one another. He has no problem understanding me, nor me him.
He told a news conference Mr. Putin would pay a serious and dear price for invading, but indicated a minor incursion might be treated differently. The White House later stressed any Russian military move would be met with a swift, severe response from the West. In a video released by the government, President Volodymyr Zelensky urged Ukrainians not to panic. Russia has some 100,000 troops near the border but denies planning an invasion. The Kremlin warned the comments could further destabilize the situation.
My guess is he will move in. He has to do something. I think he still does not want any full-blown war, number one. Number two, do I think he'll test the West, test the United States and NATO as significantly as he can? Yes, I think he will. But I think he'll pay a serious and dear price for it that he doesn't think now will cost him what it's going to cost him. And I think he'll regret having done it.
The former Pope, Benedict XVI, failed to act over 4 child abuse cases when he was Archbishop of Munich, a German probe into the Catholic Church has alleged. Pope Benedict held the position from 1977 to 1982. He has denied the accusations, but a new report into historical abuse allegations carried out by a German law firm incriminated the former pontiff. Abuse continued under his tenure, it is alleged, and the accused priests remained active in church roles. The first foreign aid planes have arrived in Tonga, bearing much-needed supplies for the Pacific nation, which was left devastated by a volcanic eruption and subsequent tsunami. New Zealand said its military plane landed at Tonga's main airport after workers cleared ash from the runway. Australia also confirmed the first of its relief planes had arrived. Aid efforts had initially been hampered by ash from the volcano. Ghislaine Maxwell has officially requested a retrial weeks after she was convicted on sexual abuse charges.
And use all the profits to go back in to pay for things.
The 60-year-old was found guilty of recruiting and trafficking young girls to be sexually abused by the late American financier Jeffrey Epstein. The retrial request comes after a juror in the case told media that he used his own experience of being sexually abused to influence jurors reaching a verdict. At least 29 people, including 11 children and a pregnant woman, have died in a stampede at an open-air Pentecostal church service in Liberia. The gathering, known as a crusade, was being held in a densely populated beachside area of the capital. Police say members of a street gang entered the prayer ground after a collection had been done as the event was ending, causing panic. Some of them were armed with knives and one person has been arrested. Burundi's president has demonstrated his skills as a drummer by playing the country's famous royal drums during a visit to a drum sanctuary on the outskirts of the capital. Burundi's State House tweeted that Evariste Ndayishimiye had been an avid drummer from a young age, and he could not resist putting on the traditional drummer's outfit and joining in the singing, dancing and playing of drums at the Gishora Sanctuary, which is located on a hilltop. And finally, a British-Belgian teenager has become the youngest woman to fly solo around the world. There were cheers and applause as the 19-year-old landed at the airport. Zara Rutherford landed in Belgium 155 days after departing on the 31,700-mile 5-month journey. Her flight in a Shark microlight plane was supposed to take just 3 months, but bad weather and visa issues kept her grounded, sometimes for weeks on end, extending her adventure by about 2 months. She covered 41 nations and 5 continents in total.
It's just really crazy. I haven't quite processed it, I think. I mean, coming here, I was basically in tears, just trying to imagine what it'd be like to finally be home after 5 months. And even this flight wasn't easy, so I'm just super happy. Well, so I've been waiting for the sandwich that's like from a sandwich shop that's like really nearby, and I've been waiting 5 months to get it. So I'm really looking forward to getting it hopefully soon.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.